I mean, this won't be long, but yeah. Look at this. Do you see the prices? For college football, well, it's the deluxe edition, but it's $89.99 if you have the whatever thing, but it's $99.99 for a college football game. Looks like it's coming out in, I'm bad with months. January, February, March, April, August? Yeah, wait, no, wait. January, February, March, April, May. Okay, so it's coming out in July. And they want $90 to $100 to play this. But it's the deluxe edition. It's the deluxe edition. Where's the other one? So by itself it's $89.99? Why? It's a football game. Oh, okay, I was about to get scared. $70. Well, you know, the reason why I'm pointing this out though, not that this is related, but you know, it reminds me that yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's already heard about it now, but yeah, regular games are going to be $80 now. Can you imagine what Microsoft was thinking when they were trying to fall off from Nintendo? How many of their consoles have they actually sold? And every game that's out, well, not every game, but the majority of games that are out are not even worth $70. Some of the best games that came out though, and they came from China, were like $60. I only played 2 games. That was from last year that I honestly felt was worth $70, and that was Dragon's Dogma 2 and Stellar Blade. But I have to admit, I did buy Armored Core 6, but I forgot how much I paid for that game though. But every other game that I brought were just old games. Currently, for my PlayStation 5, I only have 1 game because that was the only game I cared about. And the funny thing, ironically, I bought Dragon's Dogma 2 for my Xbox because, man, the first Dragon's Dogma I played was on my Xbox. But I got it again on my PS3. Something happened. It was weird. Whatever. But I like Dragon's Dogma. What can I say? But yeah, can you imagine that though? And they tried to say, oh, it's because of the tariffs. But consumer products, consumer electronics are not actually affected by the tariffs. So gaming companies were just using that as an excuse. But gamers are greedy. Not all of us, but a lot are. There are like a lot of stupid gamers that they won't care about the price. They don't care that not only are they hurting us regular people, but they're hurting the developers too. And by that I mean like they're gonna keep on putting out $80 worth of trash, and only certain players are gonna buy it. The diehard players, the diehard fans who buy certain franchises, they're getting priced out. So therefore, they won't be able to support those franchises, and eventually, in the long run, all that stuff is going to go down, man. And they don't seem to see that. They're basically hoping for the spendthrifts. They want the people who are addicted. They don't want the smart people to buy stuff, but it's the smart people who, they're the ones that are keeping certain franchises afloat. I can't believe this. Now I said it once and I'll say it again. Nintendo's CEO is trash. Yes, I was a Nintendo fan. I was a Nintendo fan a long time ago. I was around where Hiroshi Yamauchi was a president, but then he stepped down. And it's a crazy thing. He actually owned a part of the Seattle Mariners, if I can recall. And as Satoru Iwata came, I forgot what year he was there. But what made Satoru Iwata was so much more different was when Nintendo was struggling financially. Well, I mean, as much as a developer can struggle, he took a pay cut. I never heard of a CEO who did that. I'm just thinking, I'm sorry. The reason why the Switch won so well wasn't because of the current Nintendo CEO. It's because of Iwata's son. That man was a gamer. And there's like many legends about him. The current president, he's not a gamer. That man is just all about money. I have a question. How many of you know of Damon Cross Machina? And I guarantee you, whoever watches this, you don't know about that game. Because, I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. You don't play Nintendo games that much. Nintendo is really falling behind. I mean, they had a resurgence, yes, with the Switch, but, I mean, come on, not very many know about Damon Cross Machina. I got that game because it reminded me of Armored Core, and I played it a little bit too. I still need to go back and play that game, but, Stellar Blade, whatever, right? But, before Armored Core 6 came out, before Armored Core came back, Damon Cross Machina was there, so that's why I brought that game. And then you can get out of the suit and whatever not, get out of, I forgot what they call them. They don't call them cores on that game. That franchise is not going to do very well. If you make that game $80, what's going to happen is diehard Nintendo fans will buy that game. The ones who are able to get a Switch 2, the ones who are wealthy enough. Regular people, let me see, what was Angry Joe said, and like other people said, we got rent to pay, we got bills. Oh, sorry about that. That's my alarm for me to get ready to run. But I won't because it's raining. But yeah, we have our bills to pay. We have a life, man. And they want to do that. So anyway, my point is, by them raising the prices like the way they're doing, they're gonna hurt certain franchises and they're gonna end up hurting themselves. They don't understand their consumers. Man, Ace Combat 8, when that game comes out, it's gonna be $80 and I might not be able to get it. It's just gonna sit there. And people are gonna review the game, and I know it's gonna be a good game. It won't be trash like Assault Horizon was. But people won't buy it. I mean, people will buy it, but it's not going to sell as much as Ace Combat 7 did because it's going to cost too much. Our economy hasn't really healed, man. Nobody's economy did. Excuse me. After COVID did everything and what it will not to us. And our governments took advantage of that. We have not been back to our we haven't been back to our financial stability for a long time. I just can't. It's amazing how us regular people seem to have more common sense than people who are in positions of power. What I'm trying to say is the old adage that people say, and like this guy Event Status, he was the one that talked about it. Vote with your wallets. If people quit buying the stuff, they have no choice but to listen. But the irony is, Dragon Age Veilguard was a very mediocre game. They wanted you to pay $70 for it. People paid that $70 and they quit playing the game because it wasn't good. And they as in game journalists, gave the game glowing reviews. You know why they did that? Because they were trying to get people to buy that game. They outright lied to get consumers to buy that game. People bought that game and they gave up on that game. And the same thing with Assassin's Creed Shadows. They gave it a whole bunch of 8s and 9s and they said it was a return to form. Same thing they said about Dragon Age Veilguard. But the combat really wasn't all that special. Nobody cared. I mean, Ubisoft was like 3 million players are playing it, but they didn't say anything about the price for the game. So that makes me go back to say this. See, these games that I named were $70. Not very many people bought those games. So Microsoft went on ahead and raised the price on their Xbox, which wasn't selling very well, and it raised the price on their first party games, which they don't have a lot of first party games. They made them $80, and how much sense does that make? That your system, your console can't sell, and your games can't sell, but you're going to raise the price. Like, what point does that make? And you know what though? It's just this is why I think everybody's in cahoots. They say, okay, Nintendo's doing this, so we're going to do this, and basically they want to do that so they can force. It's not even force. It's to convince Sony it is the best way too. But that's messed up though, because a lot of players. Like I said, a lot of the games we got that they're not worth $70, and they're definitely not worth $80. You look at Suicide Squad. You see look at the gameplay. It was a whole entire gameplay loop. It was all just grinding. And what happened? The game didn't sell because it was below mediocrity in my opinion, but to others it was just mediocrity. I can't think of any other games because my brain is butchered right now. But Oblivion came back out, remastered, and everybody was happy. Former developers from Ubisoft created the Japanese style RPG, and people are loving the heck out of the game. And it's only $50. And it's like time and time again, games will come out and they'll be $50. They'll be way below the asking price for some newfangled game. And the games have so much heart that people is like, dude, and they just buy the game and they play it and they enjoy it. And for some reason the companies don't see that. It's like, you're trying to make money, right? But you're trying to make that quick buck, and that's not how. I sucked at economy. I didn't care about the class. I really didn't. And this is in high school, whatever. But I'm pretty sure you don't get success that fast by raising your prices up to raise your prices, and knowing that the main people who buy your games aren't rich. They just want it. It's so crazy. It seems as if they want a quick initial boost for their sales, so they can make certain goals. It's like it's essentially like what Darkside Phil does, where he has a goal and he asks people for more money, and some people will will give him more, and then maybe some random viewers will give him more money too. But the point is, it's all about the quick buck. They're looking at, how can I say this? They're not looking at the future. They're looking at the here and now. But if you want to make as much money as you can for the here and now, the future is going to look bleak. I mean, the way these game companies are doing, their little model, their little economic financial model that they cooked up, it's going to hurt them in the long run, because our economy ain't turning around anytime soon. And anybody that said, "Oh, it's because of the tariffs," no. In regards when Nintendo said, when they did what they did, they did say no, it wasn't the tariffs. Like on their games being $80, they said, "Oh, it's because we feel our games are $80." I was listening to an interview with Reggie Fils-Aimé, and the man was talking about how Shigeru Miyamoto was against Wii Sports being sold with the Wii. And all I have to say is, I love Shigeru Miyamoto because of what he did for the gaming industry. He is a good creator, but he's not a businessman. Why would you listen to this man when it comes to business? That's like when Keiji Inafune, I forgot what he did. But basically, he was a creator. He can't make good business decisions. You need smart people. And for some reason, they weren't listening to the smart people. The money that they're going to make is going to dry up. It's just like they are literally running a Dark Side Phil goal campaign, and that campaign, I mean, for Phil Burnell, he makes it work because he has a sugar daddy that gives him money all the time, and I don't know why that man is attracted to Phil Burnell, but he is. He gives him money. It is what it is. Nintendo doesn't have that. Microsoft doesn't have that. Sony definitely doesn't have that. Oh, and right, somebody I forgot who pointed it out, but when it comes to PC gaming sucks too. Why? Because they put so much bloatware into the game, or I should say, protective measures, and stuff to stop the games from being pirated. DRM, excuse me. They put that stuff into the games, and so your games run horrible. They run like trash on PC. So it's like everything. Gaming just sucks. Gaming is a hobby, and now it's being ruined. The same people who help make gaming relevant are the same people they're trying to leave behind. That's crazy. Now is the time for some small company to make a new console. Not like the Ouya, or however you pronounce it, or Google's failed console. That's right, Google had a failed console, but I forgot the name of it. All I have to say is this. Because Russia was trying to make a console, but, I mean, they're at war, so, man. I would say China. China is our hope, man. I hate saying that. I'm sorry. But you see what happened with Wukong. And the game didn't cost $70. And the game was really, really good. The only reason why I didn't get it is because, Stellar Blade. But I can't lie. I may end up getting it because, there was a particular cutscene that I seen and I thought it was funny as heck. But yeah. And there's another game coming out too. And then also Kazan Berserker. Right. So, okay, no, I forgot. Okay, let me rephrase that. China and Korea. If one of them can make a console and they make it affordable, people will flock to them in droves. We will have a new age. It'll be like, I'm sorry to say this, as a Nintendo fan, it'll be like F Nintendo, F Sony, F Microsoft. Look at this console. It plays all the games. The price for the console is fair. And they even cut the price of the games so they can start to sell more games. That's what we need. We need that company, or heaven, if some American company was able to do the same thing. But when it comes to, I hate saying this. Oh man, it's a long spiel. I'm sorry. But I hate saying this, when it comes to our games, we mostly do mainly shooters and sports games. That really didn't change much. Ugh. It really didn't change. God, all the best games come from the East. It always was like that. But every once in a while, there's an American game that comes out, and it's like, yay, because it can rival. I'm off topic. Excuse me. Right. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, like gaming is a hobby, and it was an affordable hobby. It was a hobby that you can get your family into if they wanted to get into it. Stupid people went out and brought the Nintendo Switch too. Like, it's amazing. Like Angry Joe said it. He said it and somebody else said it. And everybody talked all that big talk. But as soon as the pre-orders were open, they went out and they brought that system. And then Microsoft was like, yeah. But I'm gonna go back on some of the points that I said. Just go back and think about this. You had a console that didn't sell. Microsoft, your consoles didn't sell, but you raised the price on them? Your games weren't selling well, and you raised the price on them. I hope a crash does happen. I want something to laugh at. I'm very serious. If a crash does happen, I'm going to be grinning ear to ear because, I'm an effed up individual. There's some effed up things that happen where it's like all I can do is smile because somebody was really stupid. And I was like, well, you just put your hands in the air and just be like, well, Darwin Award. Like, some idiot, and he was black, was dancing on top of a truck, and he smashed into the truck driver didn't know, but the poor fool smashed into a overhead sign on an overhead, and I guess he got ran over. I was like, well, Hey, that's what's happening to the gaming industry. But okay, now second point, fanboys. I heard stupid tales of fanboys. Now it's all for me. It's all confirmed. My first time I heard about stupid fanboys was like I had a friend, and he was talking like we were having a discussion, and I was like, man, like it's sad that we now have to pay. You know, we have to pay to play. We have to pay to play PlayStation games online, and then like my friend had an online friend, and he was like, no, we have to pay them so they can maintain the servers. And I remember Event Status said, like, you know, they're a multi-million-dollar corporation, and you mean to tell me they can't maintain servers? Right. So people defend these corporations, and Nintendo fanboys are all fanboys are retarded. They like. I just had 3 or 5 thoughts in my mind, and it just threw me off, man. I gotta get my thoughts back. I'm about to ramble a little bit. Not that I already am. Fanboys. I'll just say this: fanboys did us in. You're gonna protect an entity that cares nothing about you. I can't remember what I wanted to say. God, give me a moment. I'm sorry, because this is impromptu. This is just really impromptu. But, let me see if I can try to formulate it. Put it into words. They act as if giving corporations money is helping them out. This is what I wanted to say. This goes back to the $80 games. And some other stuff too. So yeah, you look at games now, and they have, I should have been saying my prayers, by the way. They have so much DLC nonsense. You get, I forgot about that. Most of the time you're buying a game, the game is half done. Then you have DLC stocked on top of it. And for some games you have battle passes and season passes. So you pay, you pay $70 for a game. And then they have a whole bunch of DLC that comes out for that game. That game is no longer worth $70. Especially whenever they remove the content from the game. Like, okay, so Ace Combat 7, I love Ace Combat 7, but there was a mission that takes place in between, God, it was before, not Swordsman. Was it Swordsman? No, it wasn't Swordsman. That was Ace Combat 5. But it's funny because the captain he was black, whatever. But it was a mission that you had to do, and it takes place in between him dying to Mihai, and they made a DLC. And maybe I'm wrong, but I think they took that out and they put it in as DLC. But you have to fight Scream and Rage, which is pretty cool. But you know, yeah, they did that. But then not only that, and this is what killed this. Like I love Ace Combat 7, and I brought one DLC aircraft, and that DLC aircraft that I bought was the Falcon, which came from Ace Combat 5. Ace Combat 5. Bear with me. On Ace Combat 5, you find hidden parts in the missions. You find all those hidden parts, you unlock this aircraft. This aircraft had a laser that was so powerful, you will rip the satellite at the end of the game, you will rip that to shreds. You will destroy the Arbiter in a matter of seconds. You will destroy anything in a matter of seconds. But on that game, on Ace Combat 7, the jet was trash. And I was so mad. I was like, dude, no, I'm not, like, no. The only, I only bought the DLC missions, and that was like the 10, what was it, the 10 million relief plan or something like that? No, that mission was awesome. I don't care. I love that. I love the captain because he was crazy as heck. But my thing is, though, the rest of that DLC was stupid. Like, the rest of the DLC was like, was aircraft. It was aircraft that was actually free on the PlayStation 2 and other Ace Combat games. And what else was it? Oh, a whole bunch of emblems. Oh, and the music. Right, I forgot about that. Ace Combat has some awesome music, but yeah, you want the music player? You had to pay for that. And so I was like, no, F that. I just brought the DLC for the missions, and that was it. And excuse me. Bear with me. It's still on point. You only had three missions, and everything else is completely stupid. Now I'm saying that to say, you know, like like other games do the same stupid thing, and the whole entire thing is though, it's like that game. I forgot how much I paid for Ace Combat, by the way. It was almost a decade ago, I guess. I don't even know. I don't remember. But let's just say this: if that game came out now, that game would probably be $100 or something like that because of all the DLC. And the DLC was stupid, the majority of it, because it was aircraft that you should have just been unlocked. But my point, anyway, it's like, yeah. So going back, when you look at games now and you see all the DLC practices and what it would not, all the monetization tactics, all the predatory tactics, and you're going to say that you want your games to cost $80? You already have a DLC train. Why do you need more money? And it's the whole entire thing is a lie, but you have the stupid idiots that will say, oh, but the developers need money. I said, okay, so the developers need money. And they were like, I forgot one company, I guess it was EA. They had a record profit, and they were firing people left and right. So, you know, you made money and then you fire people. What kills me is you made money, your game sucked, but you made money and you're firing people. But you need your games to be $80. Why do the games need to be $80 if you're going to sit there and keep on getting rid of people all the time, man? Like, come on, man. And people are stupid enough to give these clowns money. Oh my god. But yeah, that's my rant. I'm sorry. Shoot. Yeah, I might just go retro and stuff like that. God. But look at this. Look at this. It's the deluxe edition. That's coming out in July. $70. $70. Well, let's see what they say. So you have Ultimate Team. Oh, look at that. You have the Ultimate Team nonsense. Okay, so they're still doing that EA BS, right? Oh my god. Look! 3-day early access. Oh, this is with Madden. Okay, I get that. And they can kiss my behind. Let's go back to this one again. So you still have the you have the stupid thing, right? Early access solo challenge. Early access solo challenges, right? Road to. So why can't that be on the standard edition? Why is that on the deluxe edition? Like, make that make sense. Gaming is trash now. And it's crazy how some developers went out of their way to put their heart and soul into games. And this will take me back to Wukong, and this will bring me back to Stellar Blade, and as well as Expedition 33. I don't know the full name of the title. These people put their heart and soul into something that they wanted. They wanted to make the game fun. They wanted it to be fun. They put passion into what they were doing. And so when you play the game, you might get frustrated, but you still play the game because it's fun. Because there's just so much to do. There's certain ways you can manipulate your character or characters for Expedition 33. You have a wonderful story, a great cast of characters. And people love the game. Oh yeah, I gotta bring back Oblivion, because as they brought back that janky mess of a game, and people still love it. I forgot what game it outsold, but it was like it was a modern game. And it wasn't the Expedition 33 game. It was another game. But yeah, shoot. And let me get back on my point. They didn't fire anybody. They just made the games, and the games are awesome. But going back to this is about Wukong, and this is about Stellar Blade. Now. And this also runs back to it correlates with Assassin's Creed Shadows and the other stupid Dragon Age Veilguard. So like I said, those Veilguard and the other dumb schmucky games they made, they gave it a whole bunch of 8s and 9s, like I said, right? They even tried to get it nominated for Game of the Year. Stellar Blade is a Sony product. Now, if you watch the Game Awards this year, they only had Astrobot. They didn't have Stellar Blade, but it was from Sony. Wukong was lucky to get up there. I'm happy that Wukong got in there. That was beautiful. But here's the crazy thing, though, right? And I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Ain't that something that this game was created by a mobile team, by a mobile phone game. That game had so much soul in it. It had so much passion, so much love. They tried to tear that game down and try to say, oh, it was nothing but a sex game, essentially, because the character was highly attractive. Gaming journalists tried to get this game shot down, while at the same time they tried to elevate trash. Dragon Age Veilguard cost $70. Stellar Blade cost $70. Stellar Blade's story is very depressing right now. Some of the stuff started hurting my heart. The story seems rather bleak. That's where I'm at right now. There is no agenda, no stupid agendas in the game or whatever not. It's just a sci-fi game that makes you question existence, like a lot of sci-fi games do. I found out the secret of the Nazi bus on Stellar Blade. I was like, wow, what the F? And, but my point is, the game story, the story is good. The music is good. I won't say the music is the best. There are some songs I like, but some songs, like if you're in a wasteland for a long time, it starts playing with your ears in a very negative way. But the combat is really, really, really good. It's very satisfying. And then on top of that, how you can make your character and the moves you can learn and stuff like that. It's like, man, come on, man. Man, that game was worth $70. But see, here's the deal. This is what I'm trying to say, right? Gaming journalists are going to go out of their way and try to see, my brain is messed up again. They're going to try to undermine any good game so they can try to get their trash put up there so everybody can buy it, like they try to do with Assassin's Creed. And I want to tell you something about Assassin's Creed Shadows. You see, I am a spiritual person. I will not say that I'm religious, but I am very spiritual. Maybe somebody might tell me you are religious because of some of the things I do. But when they went out of their way to attack Japan, and it was an attack. When they went out of their way to attack Japan and used their colonial BS-ery on Japan, it hurt them. You see, I'm gonna say it this way. Back in the day, the Mongols tried to attack Japan, and the storm forced them to quit that to retreat, and it was called kamikaze. When Ubisoft went on ahead and had all those people dying, I mean, to a black man. And when they had those shrines being attacked, when they kept on insulting Japanese history, Japanese culture, and then they were trying to tell us that this is Japanese culture and that's their history, no, they got hit with the kamikaze. But I mean, this isn't. But yeah, I'm gonna fit it all in. Forgive me. Nintendo started something really stupid, and I said it once, I know, and I'm gonna say it again. The same company who saved the gaming industry are now the forerunners of its destruction, of another crash, I should say. The goodwill that Nintendo's, had with everybody, particularly from Satoru Iwata, and I will say why in a little bit. That karma's gonna come back on them. I mean, I do believe in karma. I truly do. I know there's a very technical thing about karma, but I won't get into that. So I'll just say this. They will reap what they sow. Now, oh my God, shoot, what was I trying to say? I need to hurry up and turn this off because my brain is like. But God, what was I saying? Nintendo. Dang, I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember. Doggone it. That's what I get for staying up so late. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna ramble a little bit because it might bring my brain back. Why was I looking at this? I don't buy games from EA. I was honestly trying to find the YouTube app for my PlayStation 5. And then I was looking at games, and then I seen this trash. Well, oh right, Satoru Iwata. Satoru. There was a movie that I watched called Ikiru, which means to live. And in this movie, I forgot the actor's name, but he was in like a lot of samurai movies. As a matter of fact, he was the main character in the Seven Samurai. Anyway, so this man, he was playing as a salary man, and all he did in his whole entire life was work. Didn't do anything else, and then one day he developed stomach cancer. At the end, during his life, he started living. He met this girl. She was young, and it wasn't romance. It was like a friendship thing and whatnot. Something happened. I can't remember though. But yeah, he ended up passing away from stomach cancer. But before he did, he had a will. He did something, and he had a playground made for kids before he passed away. What's my point? Some journalists said this before, and he got criticized for it. But I honestly, in my heart, believe that he was right. Satoru Iwata passed away from stomach cancer, and I believe he got that stomach cancer because he put that whole entire burden on his shoulders, and he did everything he could for that company. But he wasn't just doing it for the company. He was doing it for every soul in that company. Like I said, the man took a paid cut as a CEO to keep Nintendo afloat. And it's because of him that I'm not crying. It's because of him that the Switch sold. It wasn't because of the stupid monkey that they have in there. And I'm not being racist because he's not black. He's Japanese. The stupid monkey that's currently head of Nintendo. He's not, like I said, he's not a gamer. Shigeru Iwata, if you play Pokemon Gold, Pokemon Silver, and Pokemon Crystal, when you reach the Kanto region, after you beat the Johto region, it was funny. Satoru, he was part of Nintendo. He was not he was a mini boss. He wasn't a president during. Of course not. He was not the president during the time. But Pokemon was doing really big and whatnot, and they were trying to figure out how they could put the Kanto region, into the game. And he said, "Well, here, let me show you a trick." And yeah, so because of Satoru Iwata, you had the Kanto region and Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. So therefore, you had two games in one. You thought you paid good money for one game. But you opened up another quest, and it was another game. The man was a legend. This current monkey, nothing. I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about him. I know he's a ruiner. He stockholders, he is up there behind. The man is terrible. He knows his grasp of the economy seems like it's way worse than mine. But anyway, I'm just saying that because I love Satoru Iwata, and I forgot he had a speech when he brought out the 3DS, and he was above all, it wasn't the 3DS, I think it was the DS, but he said, I'm a gamer. And the man was intelligent, because I'm not choking up, I'm talking too much. When 3DS came out, and it cost an arm and a leg, and people was like, well, can't buy it, can't afford it. They dropped the price, and it sold like crazy. And then Mario Kart 7 came out, and people played it. I still love Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart 7 more than Mario Kart 8. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Rainbow Road or Mario Kart 7, the music, oh my god. Excuse me. Man. Gaming is... Yeah, I was a Nintendo fan. But I guess I was a fan of the people. I'm no longer a fan of the company. I guess I should turn this off now. 50 minutes? Good God. If anybody listens to me talking about this whole entire thing, I wish I could give you something. But at last, I am a black man who is barely making it at middle class. I don't stay in the ghetto. Yay! Is all I have to say. But my words of wisdom from a gamer to whoever listens to this, please don't be like the idiots that always have to buy an iPhone every time it comes out, or the new iWatch. Don't be a fad buyer. Don't buy it because it's shiny, because you have to have it. It's easy for me to say this now because there's no good games. There aren't any. I mean, there's good games. There's just not a lot of good games. Just wait. If people wait, you will force them to change up their whole entire strategy. They'll have to eat crow and recognize, oh, wow, we were wrong. You see, they're trying to hope that people are stupid enough to buy. And I mean, unfortunately, the people who went out and brought the Nintendo Switch 2 were idiots. Drop the price, and they go and buy one anyway. Right. I'm gonna tell you, I would say this. Tooting. I guess one could say I'm tooting my own horn. How long did it take me to get a PS5? When it came out and the prices dropped, I said no, F this. I said no, forget this. I don't care. I actually got I got my Series X, so I could play Armored Core. I was like, yay! You know, I really was making those sounds when I was blowing up stuff and whatnot. Don't ask. That's between me and my friends. And they got me doing that. But, like I said, when Stellar Blade dropped, I said, oh my god, I need to get this game. And, it took me a while, but I got my PS5, and I got Stellar Blade, and I'm like, dude, this is it. And so, yeah, y'all won't know. I'm dragging this on too much. I was looking for all the tags, and I finally found all the tags in Idols. Now I'm in the Wasteland. So I will be streaming that game again, but currently not now because I'm trying to catch this. Anyway, yeah, going back. Don't impulse buy consoles. Don't do it. Don't impulse buy video games. It's not worth it anymore. Back in the day, you would pay for something, and it was a full game. And then on top, Castlevania Son of the Night. I never got a chance to play this game, but it was like you beat one part of the game, and then you had to know another part of the game. It was like, what the F? Holy cow! And people were like, dude, this is awesome. Dragon's Dogma. It was funny because when you play Dragon's Dogma, the Dragon's Dogma 2, the game is called Dragon's Dogma, and the music is all nice, and you just, you're doing stuff, and it's just like the first game. Then, when you reach the halfway point, the whole entire game changes. Everything is dreary. Everything just looks depressing and sad. And then the game is called Dragon's Dogma 2. That's how you sell a $70 game. I'm done. I'm sorry. Don't go out and buy don't buy a new Xbox. Don't buy any new Xbox games. It's already been said, they're going to raise the price for Game Pass. And I want them to. Because when they do, I'm done. I mean, unless Well, I might not be. I don't know. I might be done with Game Pass, and I say might because I do enjoy playing. I don't play it now because I've been too stuck on Stellar Blade, but I want to go back and play Neon Genesis Evangelion. No, I'm just kidding. Phantasy Star Online New Genesis. But anyway, I'm out. Don't impulse buy. Be responsible. Be responsible. If you're listening to me and you have kids, show your kids stuff from the past. And some of you guys, it is a very beautiful thing. You came up from a technology where the characters didn't look blocky and what not. You came up from a period of time where the polygons were more refined and stuff like that. Show your children that. Just go retro with your gaming. Shoot. Now that being said, well, I'm out. I'm a gamer. A gamer who's gonna learn planche push-ups one day. Like, oh my god, my strength has actually increased. But anyway, I'm out. Whoever took time to listen to this, I mean, thank you. I'm just a crazy man that just stayed up too late. I love y'all, and y'all take care. Out!